Greetings, Planet Hoth. Judgment Day has spared no expense to bring us here because we've got two cool new Star Wars games to talk about for the PlayStation 2.
Where do I go to test drive one of those?
Today on Judgment Day, we celebrate the Attack of the Clones with a look at Jedi Starfighter and Racer Revenge for the PlayStation 2. We also look at Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube. And we have fun with Nightcaster on the Xbox. Okay, the first game we're going to talk about today is Jedi Starfighter for the PlayStation 2.
Jedi Starfighter.
Good job, Reggie.
Yeah? Hey, you need a new Padawan?
Now, the story takes place 10 years after the original Starfighter. You play as Adi Gallia, Jedi Knight Adi Gallia, and you get to pilot this very cool, very fast, very powerful Jedi Starfighter. And now these missions take place in a similar kind of fashion to the first Starfighter. There's space battles and there's battles over land. You have escort missions.
Right.
You have missions where you have to defend your base.
True.
It's lots of fun, and it's a very, very slick Star Wars experience.
Well, let's talk about Star Wars experience, though, here for a second. I gotta be honest here.
Okay.
Aside from the music in the game, I really didn't get a sense that this had anything to do with Star Wars at all. The characters, I knew nothing about and didn't care about.
There's no Han Solo.
I'm talking Chewbacca, I'm talking R2-D2.
There's no Anakin Skywalker.
Well, who cares about Anakin?
We gotta explain something here, folks.
Okay.
Tommy didn't like Episode 1 at all. He didn't feel like it had any connection to the whole Star Wars universe.
Didn't
I didn't mind it, and I've liked the Episode 1 games that have come out. I was a big fan of the first Starfighter game, so I've been looking forward to see what the LucasArts guys would do with the new Starfighter game.
Right.
And I have to say, I love Jedi Starfighter. I think it's better in every way. The graphics are fantastic, and the land missions, when you're flying over the water,
the water is great.
it looks fantastic. The white caps as they're coming in over the waves, it looks beautiful.
The great thing about this game, though, is how easy it is to go in there and play. The controls are very intuitive and easy to pick up.
And the beauty of it is that there's actually quite a bit of depth to the gameplay. For example, you have much deeper wingman control. Last game you could control your wingman as well, but this time it really makes a difference in the battles. And one of the most significant ways is when you go up to one of the huge capital ships, they are loaded with turrets, and if you hold down your targeting reticule, it'll target all of the turrets on the ship, and then you can say, take them out to your wingmen, and they will systematically start taking out the turrets to make it easier to blow up that ship.
I was just kind of sick of always shooting these big, colorful, oval, circle things.
They're called targeting reticules.
Yeah, you're targeting reticules. I call them big, circle oval things.
Well, that's what you need to use to be able to shoot everything.
Yeah, but you know, I never actually felt like I was shooting a ship. I felt like I was shooting big eggs. I'll tell you one of the other little things I had with it too. There was a lot of banter going on. The video.
That's what separates Starfighter games from other space combat games.
Really, when I'm done with you, you're gonna be stuck back, Mountain. Tim, I can explain.
To me, it started to get a little annoying. The voice acting wasn't great.
I love those voices. You're kidding me. The voice acting's excellent in this game.
It wasn't great.
It totally brings the story to life.
It was above average.
It's really good.
Jenkins, where are we headed next?
The coordinates lead to American.
Okay, everyone follow me. Try to keep up.
I think it's excellent. I'm really, really happy with the voice acting. The storyline is half the reason
I'm trying to kill aliens over here.
Yes?
I don't need this in my ear and this guy in this ear. Shut up! I'm trying to kill!
I think the voice acting is really good. We disagree on the voice acting. The best thing about Jedi Starfighter, though, has got to be the Force powers. Now you're a Jedi Knight flying through space. You can have things like the Force Shockwave, which sends out a ripple and blows everybody up. You've got Force Shield. And the coolest is the Force Lightning effect.
It's a great effect, but to me, it's not Star Wars.
I love the first Starfighter game, and this improves on it every way. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow, okay, well, to me it wasn't Star Wars, but I can't fault the game for that. I mean, it was an okay game to play. I do give it a 7.5.
The positive side, we both agree that the graphics and sounds and music for this game are fantastic.
Yep.
We think that the game is very easy and intuitive to play. And we think that the force powers are cool, although Tommy thinks they're a little out of place.
But on the downside, I didn't really like the ships as much. I didn't feel like I was in the Star Wars universe. I like the old stuff better. The targeting system, I still think needs to be improved a little bit. And a little too much chit-chat chatter on the airwaves for me, but Vic liked it okay. Well, speaking of Star Wars,
yeah.
How about Star Wars Racer Revenge? Here's a game that was developed and designed by Rainbow Studios. Now, Rainbow Studios are the guys who did Splashdown on the PlayStation 2, one of my favorite sports games.
Not only that, though, those guys did ATV Off-Road Fury, and they did Motocross Madness on the PC. Right. These guys know how to do an extreme racing game.
Right. And
I think LucasArts was really smart to call up Rainbow Studios to create the next pod racer game. It takes place 8 years after the original pod race. Anakin has grown up, and he's a little bit nastier now. You can sort of see the
attitude.
The attitude is coming.
Get out of my way!
You can see that the dark side is slowly taking over him, shall we say. The racing is a lot meaner. You have to be very aggressive. You have to knock out your opponents to win lots of money to upgrade your ship. Now, Watto will pay you bonus money if you beat up on the other opponents because it brings business into his junkyard. I thought that aggressive style to the gameplay made it that much more fun.
The artificial intelligence in this game is really cool because if you hit a guy in the beginning, he'll remember you,
right,
and he'll hold a grudge, and he'll try. That guy will now be against you for the whole race.
If you hit your opponents, you don't get hurt, but if they hit you, you do get hurt. And you have to watch your engine levels. You have to make sure that you've got enough energy to finish the race. So the way to do it is you press the L2 button. That slows you down a little bit, but it helps repair your ship.
You might be in the lead, but your ship thing is beeping.
He just will not be pushed around.
And you don't want anyone to hit you, and you're trying to hold it all together, and you're, ah! So you get that intense feeling, which is cool, that you don't normally have in let's say, you know, Gran Turismo 3 or something, you know, that kind of game.
I love the pod racer designs in here. I think that they've taken all of the Star Wars movie designs and they've enhanced them a little bit. They've had some fun. They've had some creative license. They've put in all kinds of characters that you've seen in the films. And then they've also introduced some new ones, like actually Darth Maul and Darth Vader both have pods in the game that you can unlock. And stuff like that is just gold. I love that kind of stuff.
I didn't really like that whole announcer thing. You know, I didn't like it in the movie episode 1, and I certainly don't like it in the game.
I like the announcer.
It's too cheesy, over the top.
Oh, look at that abuse. That's gonna be one expensive repair bill. For all your collision and repair needs, check out Watto's Repair Bay.
He's not funny, and it just ruins the whole Star Wars experience for me.
I like it. Maybe there's too many Watto commercials, but I like the announcer.
Overall, it's well put together. It didn't hold my interest for that long. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but you know, my interest level, because again, it's this whole Star Wars license, but it didn't seem like Star Wars to me. I'd give it a 7.5. It didn't blow my socks off.
I liked it a lot more than that. Right. It was kind of a cross between Wipeout, Road Rash, and pod racing.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you're going to enjoy this game quite a bit. On the positive side, we think that the graphics and the design for this game are very good. We love the sound effects, and we think that the bonus pods in there with Darth Vader and Darth Maul are awesome.
On the negative side, you know, it's hard to steer sometimes and figure out where exactly you're supposed to go. That it is the whole Episode 1 Star Wars thing. Me and Vic are fans of the original one. And at the end of the day, it's just racing around in circles and hitting people. So if you didn't like the old N64 version, you're probably not going to find this one too entertaining. That does it for the Star Wars games. We'll come back after the break because we got a lot more coming up on Judgment Day.